Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and this is that time of the month where I show you everything I picked up at my local meet. Well, except for the Auto World Miho Lowriders, which was the subject of the Free the Piece Friday episode that was yesterday. So, anyway, I'm going to show you everything else that I got at the meet, plus one mail find. Here's the mail find. Auto World limited edition truck. This is an Auto World exclusive. It's basically the same as the 2020 Release 3 version A of this Chevy, except for it's got an Auto World graphic on the side. The plate might be different too, and I think it is, because I think the plate on the other one says high enough. I can't really see the plate in there, but I think it is different, the license plate. Anyway, these are limited to 768 pieces. Yeah, we're going to open up one of them in the second segment of the video. I'm going to keep the other one carded because this is pretty much the only thing I hoard is Auto World, and I had to have one carded. I can't just have one. All right. So after that, this is going to be all meat stuff. All right. So let's see. Starting with my buddy Crazy Todd. Crazy Todd's amazing, right? He just found this for a really good price. He bought it and charged me cost for it, and that is fantastic. This is from 2020 Release 2. It is the Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara Ultra Red, which is awesome. This car leaves me with one more to get from this series to have it complete. Unfortunately, the last one I have to get is the Chevy truck, so it is going to be a little difficult, but I should be able to get one. There's a lot of those. There's more of that square body pickup than there are any other Ultra Red in that series, so hopefully I'm able to find one, and that will complete my series. But for now, I got this guy. This will probably be a Free the Piece Friday. It's been a trend with those, is just showing them on Free the Piece Friday. Another thing that he got that we'll take a close look up, though, at the second half is this right here. Again, from Crazy Todd. This is a Siku Porsche 959. So I adore the Porsche 959, and it's pretty cool to get it in any other brand. This seems to be a little bigger than 164 scale, which I think generally Siku is bigger than 164, but it's going to be a cool one to take a look at the second segment. It's got metal body, metal base, and it's got some weird two-piece wheels. Pretty awesome. So we'll check that out. All right, another one that we'll check out is this guy right here I got from Todd as well. This is a Johnny Lightning GT4 or Ford GT, 2005 Ford GT. This is one of the few that I'm missing of this casting. It's a casting I collect, so we will chop this thing open and we will take a look at it in the second segment as well. And it's definitely fantastic. It looks like it would be a White Lightning, but it is not. This is the regular release of this car. I think the White Lightning of this might have a plastic or a white base. I'm not really sure. But either way, this is a regular release car. But usually on eBay, it does go for quite a bit on eBay sometimes. At least they ask for more than probably what it's worth, but pretty cool to finally add it to the collection without having to go to eBay for it. All right, next. One more thing from Crazy Todd, and I think that, well, actually, there's a couple more things. There's this right here, Ford GT Matchbox. I'm having some weird flashback where I think I might actually have this already, but I'm not sure. We're going to open it because we're going to take a look at this casting in comparison to the Johnny Lightning, even though it's, you know, this is a $1 car. That was expected to be about a $6 car. It's not really an even battle, but we'll take a look at the two. And Matchbox holds their own with that casting anyway, so it's going to be pretty cool. And then he gave me, well, he gave me this whole set, this, what it was, a pearl and gold set. I'm not really interested, to be honest, in all of these cars, and I don't think I'm going to keep them all. This Gas Monkey Corvette I might keep. Then we got the Fastbed Hauler. I don't know if I'm going to hang on to that. The Muscle Speeder I'm definitely not going to hang on to. The 32 Ford's kind of cool, maybe. But of course I'm going to hang on to these two. The Volkswagen T2 pickup and the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gas. So, of course I'm going to pick up those, or hang on to those, because those are just nice castings. So, and castings that I sort of collect. So definitely going to hang on to those. And then I think this is the latest Zamax that are out. I think they're K-Case Zamax. It's the 92 Ford Mustang, 70 Dodge Power Wagon, and the custom 71 El Camino in Zamac form. We might take a look at those depending on what else we look at here. So there's that. Picked up 2 loose Johnny Lightnings. What is this one? It's a Chevy Impala. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, one is like this Chevy Impala, old school race car. We'll go ahead and take a look at that in the second segment. And then a Mini Cooper. I just didn't have it. I don't think I had a version of this casting in Johnny Lightning, so I had to pick one up. And I think this might actually be from the Italian job. I'm not really sure. So there's that. And then one of the other cool finds I had was this Saturn Ion. So this is a Saturn Ion Quad Coupe. It drew my attention because I don't think I ever saw a Hot Wheels Saturn Ion before. And the reason why I never really paid attention to it probably is because all the other Saturn Ion castings were like in 5-packs and had wacky graphics. Anyway, I grabbed 2 of these cars. I already opened one, and I used it for a Lamley Daily article on lamleygroup.com. So check that article out. I took some nice pictures of this car. It's pretty sweet. I wrote a little blurb about it. We'll probably roll it past the screen here anyway as well. But you had these for $5 a piece, and I picked up both of them. I don't know why. What am I going to do with the second one? I really only need the one. But I liked it so much for some reason, and it was only $5, and I thought it was kind of a unique piece. I just had never known it existed, so I decided to go ahead and grab both. So I'm sure someone down the road will want it, and maybe I can make someone else happy with it. We'll see. So there's that. Next is, I think, all the rest of the stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the rest of the stuff I got from SC Diecast. So my one Rick and Morty piece was the Super Van. Had to pick that thing up. You guys know I collect that. We will open this. Picked up the Thrill Climber set, which is just fantastic. I will do a standalone video on this set. I know it's been done before. You know, Lamley did a video on it, of course, already previewed the set, as he's always able to do. But I enjoy just going through the set, making a video as well, just so I can kind of, I don't know, put my 2 cents in about it, tell you guys how I like it, what I like about it, what I don't, whatever, and whatever. It's fun for me. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully it's fun for you as well. All right. Then we've got a bunch of green light. I'm pretty sure this all came from him. Yeah, from SC Diecast. So I picked up this Ford Lightning from GL Muscle Series 23. Running on empty. And I've showed you guys, I think a lot of these cars are ready. Some of them actually I've filmed and I haven't shown them yet. Picked up a couple from the running on empty one, the Bronco. Picked up Ford Club Wagon, of course, the van, and this thing's sweet. This 50th anniversary Nissan GTR R35. That's pretty cool. I passed actually on the Tomica Limited vintage of this car, somewhat regrettingly, but I got it in green light, so not cool. Not as cool as the Tomica Limited vintage, of course, but pretty cool anyway. And a lot cheaper. This 2020 Ford Interceptor utility. This is part of that anniversary set as well. And then, of course, I got the entire Hot Hatch series, which I've already done a video on, so we definitely won't be looking at these. I will probably, put these Hot Hatches, and most of this green light stuff will show up in 10 Car Tuesday episodes, but we might look at a couple things in the next segment. I might just open those Cosworths up again and show those again, just because they're so fantastic, and hopefully, at least the first time I saw them, they weren't mine, and they were really fantastic. At least that was my opinion. We'll see if my opinion has changed or not. But let's go ahead and flip the camera around. Let's take a look at some of this stuff close up. Stay tuned. Okay, so let's first take a quick peek at this Siku Porsche 959, made in Germany, nonetheless, and pretty cool. It's got some stats on the bottom. Siku metal body, metal base. I love the look of the wheels. I think the wheels look pretty cool. It does not have suspension. This thing is super heavy, though, with this thick metal base and thick metal body. And it does have an opening hood, which, of course, there's nothing in there. Yeah, it's a rear engine car, right? But very, very cool just to get this and add to my 959 collection. It's in really good shape. Not in perfect shape, but doesn't really need to be. I'm sure it's hard to find these things in perfect shape. But pretty awesome, and an old one indeed. I don't think there's a date on the base of this, but this is some classic Siku. So, pretty cool. Pretty awesome. All right, so there's that. I think the next thing we should look at real quick, we'll look at these couple of loose Johnny Lightning. Starting with this guy here. The copyright date, 1997 is the copyright date on this casting. It's a 63 Impala. Man, it looks pretty good. The old reliable 602. This one should have an opening hood, I believe. Yep, there it is. Cast-in motor, not a separate piece, just cast in there. But pretty cool little old stock car. I don't know what this little sticker on the bottom was for. I guess that's how probably the original person priced their stuff. But that is pretty sweet. I think it looks pretty nice. It's got white rims, but I don't think it's a white Lightning at all. Pretty good shape. Looks like it's in pretty much perfect shape. I don't think I paid very much for it. And then the next is the Mini. Plastic wheels on this one. Metal base. Getting that little sticker off. Plastic top on it as well. Decent details. I mean, it's big. It's definitely not 1/64 scale. Might even be a larger scale than the Porsche. Casting's not too bad, though. I don't know why. I'm not really sure why, like, back in the day, they didn't really care too much about scale. Maybe that's because, I don't know, dioramas maybe weren't, like, super popular or something. I'm not really sure. Here's a quick look at that Saturn. Again, if you want to take a detailed look at it, check out the Lamley blog. I did a Lamley Daily on it, did a little blurb about it. It was like a dealership exclusive, and I think it's a pretty sweet Hot Wheels, actually, believe it or not. This one's got basically full deco, too. It's a nice little piece. Plastic tires, but hey, I think it's pretty cool. All right, let's see here. Next, oh, Johnny Lightning. Let's stick with Johnny Lightning for a second, since we just did the other ones. Here's the Ford GT. This is from Muscle Cars, release 15. What's the year this is from? Trying to find it. For some reason, it's difficult to find on Johnny Lightning packaging sometimes. 2007. Here's a blurb about the 2005 Ford GT. Pretty cool. And then car itself. So I dig this casting. It's got quite a bit of detail to it. They always detail out that motor in the back, which looks pretty awesome. And metal on metal. A lot of times it is stuck with plastic tires like this, but it does have rubber tire versions of it as well. And I just think this all white one looks pretty awesome. I've got a white one with rubber tires too. It looks almost the same as this, but still, this is a welcome add to the Ford GT collection. I think it's quite cool. So we were going to keep that out because we were going to open up a Matchbox. Let's go ahead and do that. Here's the Matchbox version of this car. This is from 2008. And of course, this is going to have a metal body, a plastic base, plastic tires. Little packaging rub here on the side. That wiped right off. That's good. Almost a Zamac. I think it is Zamac, pretty much. Or I'm not sure if that's metallic silver. Paint's kind of rough. Anyway, it looks awesome. It's pretty cool. So there's that, and then in comparison to the Johnny Lightning. Size-wise, they're actually pretty much right on. The Johnny Lightning is a little wider, but in wheelbase, in length, they are like right on. Sometimes Matchbox will put a scale on the base, and it says this is in 162 scale. So I guess by default, if this is the same length, this is almost in 162 scale as well. And Johnny Lightning doesn't claim to be true 164 scale like their sister brand, well, their now sister brand, Auto World. But they just make some really cool little cars. But same thing with Matchbox. They're not going to be true 164 scale either. For $1, this car is amazing. This car is really good, though, as well. And it's all metal, all that jazz. Some of the versions, like I said, have rubber tires. And, of course, you get the detail in the engine in the back, which is pretty awesome as well. All right, so that's those two. What's next to look at? Let's look at the Auto World Chevy K10 Silverado Fleet side. Oh, yeah, this is very limited, by the way. 768 pieces. I'm sure I said that in the front half of the video. And we just ripped one open willy-nilly, even though this is more limited than some current Ultra Reds. Yeah, so these were pre-orderable at AutoWorldStore.com. And to be frank, a lot of y'all slept on it. Not all of you did, but a bunch of people slept on this. This was actually hanging out for a long time before they sold out those 700 or so pieces. And not a lot of people grabbed it. I was tempted to grab more than two, but I just got two. I'm like, I'm just going to get two. I don't need to go crazy. AW exclusive is what it says on the license plate, but I'm sure, AutoWorldStore.com on the back too. That's cool. I'm sure some people went nuts on these and ordered a bunch of them, and I'm sure they're going to be scalped. It'll be like the first Auto World that really gets scalped, right? It was an online order only. I don't think there was a limit per account. There is no Ultra Red of this, by the way, either. So I did find that out for sure. There is no chase piece of this. This is what you get. This is it. Very cool piece. They weren't really charging much for it on the website, much more than a regular Auto World car. And so fantastic to get. I'm glad I checked it off the list right away instead of waiting for it and then having it sell out and then having to try to find it later on. But it's a sweet truck, and I am glad to have it. All right, so there's that. Next, let's take a look at a Hot Wheels. Let's do the Rick and Morty super van. I used to watch Adult Swim a lot, actually, back in the day. The Aqua Teen Hunger Force C Lab 2021 or whatever it was. Back in those days, and some Tim and Eric Awesome Show and all that good job. All that good job. All that stuff. Rick and Morty I've actually never seen, believe it or not. And people have told me I really need to watch it. It probably is funny. I'm sure it is. A lot of the Adult Swim stuff was funny. Anyway, this is a pretty sweet little van, and, I collect super vans, so I'm glad to add it to my collection. I think I'm missing one of the pop culture ones from this year already, but it was like a Star Wars one, maybe. Not sure. But I'm getting over. I wish they would release this casting in something other than pop culture, please. Just do it. I know it's been used quite a bit. Do a new van casting. Get something for the van lovers out there. Shout out to that van guy. All he's got to collect right now are pop culture stuff, really. And like M2 Econolines. All right, so then here is this 1994 Bronco. We're going to open some Greenlight today and take a peek at a couple of items. First being the 1994 Ford Bronco. Brand new casting from Greenlight. This is the first version of it I was able to get. So I figured we'd take a look at it. I thought the top might come off, the back might come off. It doesn't appear to. It is plastic, though. The base is metal, of course, with a plastic trailer hitch. Rubber tires. Separate pieces for bumpers. A separate piece for the back spare tire. No lens details in the headlights. For some reason, I thought it did have inserted headlights. Which actually, in a way, It does, because the whole grill piece is an inserted piece. But then it's painted. So that's probably so they can do multiple grills, all that sort of stuff for this particular casting. It's got a little step board too, right here. Looks to be a little bit lifted. I don't know if they have different chassis, but this I think is the stock height. And it looks pretty good. I dig it. Not the best livery for it or whatever, but this will come out a million times and I'll be able to get it in all sorts of stuff. I need to get the police car versions of it. The ones that were in the latest Hot Pursuit set look awesome. So I would like to get those. Those look pretty good. Let's see here. And then next, let's take a look at these Cosworths. Now, I already showed these in my unboxing video because I could not resist taking them out of the package, even though they weren't mine. They were Diecastrums. But, man, stoked to have these. I'm going to go ahead and open up both of them real quick. So you got the 1996 Ford RSCosworth WRC World Rally Championship. That's this thing right here. And then the other one, the purple one's the 1994 Ford Escort RSCosworth. But yeah, the RS. These castings are some of Greenlight's finest work. I will say that without a doubt. These are more premium feeling and looking than a lot of cars out there, and they're just done very, very well. So there's a separate piece here for the back. There is an opening hood situation with some of these castings. They just go all out on. This is one of them. So you got inserted details for headlights. You've got a very, I don't know how well you can see that in there. You have a very, very detailed motor. Detailed interior too, with two-tone seats and stuff. Like this thing, they really put all the stops on. They don't have inserted detail for taillights, but that's fine. That's negligible. But the wheels look amazing too. This one's hood open as well, and it has a different engine. So they tooled two different engines, which is amazing. And, of course, it has that added piece to the front hood for the rally lights. And it's got a different spoiler on the back than the other one. So, all in all, this is casting of the year for Greenlight, for sure, for me. And I think for a lot of people, actually, it's going to be as well. Anybody that really appreciates a well-done piece of diecast. This just seems premium. This almost seems like buying like a, I don't know. I don't want to say, like buying a Schuco or maybe buying like a Kyosho or, a Kyosho doesn't have a metal base. Schuco does. So almost like buying a Schuco, I guess would be the closest in quality to it. Now, Schuco makes some amazing stuff. And Greenlight did just an amazing job of doing this at that price range. These things are like $6. I'm having a hard time actually, honestly, not picking up like every single one. So we'll see how that all goes down. All right. Next, real quick before we wrap up, I think what I'm going to do is just open up these pearl and golds. I know I'm way late to the game on these, but we will check them out really quick. And let's start by just opening up this one right here. And so this is your Chevy 55 Bel Air Gasser in pearl and gold. Definitely the most desirable model in the set, the one that most people would be after. And it's pretty sweet. So there's that one. And the other one is the VW. So let's go ahead and open up that really quick. And there's that guy. Looking pretty sweet as well. All right. Well, some visitors just walked in. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But this was another weekly episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Definitely the highlight of the episode for me. I mean, aside from acquiring an Ultra Red and all that other good stuff, I can't stress it enough, guys. These cars, these two right here, are just an amazing job by Greenlight in doing those and accomplishing those. They're just absolutely fantastic. So hopefully you enjoy. Thank you guys very much and have a great day.